Once on the ground, the problems facing Uganda presented themselves quickly. We started our journey in Uganda's largest city, Kampala. Words like congestion and traffic simply do not do justice to this beast known locally as the jam. You see, the latest estimates put the population of this town at about 1.7 million people. That's around 500,000 more than Oklahoma City. But the square mileage of this city is closer to the size of Enid. The country is slightly bigger than Oklahoma, but with more than 10 times the population, and an annual population growth rate of 3.2%. But it gets more complicated than that. You see, while the population is growing at 3.2%, agriculture is growing at only 2.6%. And in a country situated on the equator, with 2 complete growing seasons and bimodal rains, 38% of children are considered malnourished or stunted. Now, in terms of agriculture, there are a small number of large corporate farms in Uganda. Tea, corn, and sugar are all grown in abundance here. But the vast majority of farms are small, an acre or less on average, and shrinking, because farms tend to be broken up among the children, and on average, every woman here will have 7 children.
Production agriculture is what we would consider in the United States as gardening. Obviously, whenever people have a garden on a half acre, they don't have John Deere tractors and Massey Fergusons, and they do all of their planting and most of their harvesting by hand. And when you go around the country and look at agriculture, it's lots and lots and lots of produce and gardening programs going on, and very little large-scale production agriculture.
As we continue to pull back the layers and see more and more into these issues of food security, the lack of a food storage infrastructure, problems in the transportation system, and the political infighting between ministries looking to see who has to address and who can address issues like malnutrition, you begin to see just what an immense task our fellows were up against. And yet there is some remarkable work being done.
We started by growing tomatoes.
Our first taste of that work came on the north side of Kampala, visiting a newly formed cooperative of tomato farmers.
However much these farmers are near the town, the main city, they're very poor. At the moment, the tomatoes are not grown at a wide scale, but we're trying to improve on that. And we have the saving schemes. We are going to, with the money we've saved, we're going to enlarge our gardens.
Cooperatives like this one were once the norm in Uganda, but several decades ago, they were abolished in the changing political winds.
Yeah, cooperatives, it is unfortunate that they were abolished, but they are slowly coming back because of their advantages. We are encouraging them to start consolidating or doing collective marketing, whereby they bring whatever little they have produced, collect it together at one collection center, and then they market it out.
But so they spray them with the local pesticide.
This is local. We compose the
marigold, neem leaves, red pepper. Do you add ash?
We add the ash, and we also use the human urine.
Tomatoes are a cash crop and fetch an attractive price at market. So this group has joined together as a cooperative, pulling resources and savings in order to send the community's children to school. This is the kind of work our fellows tend to be involved in, teaching new techniques, disease controls, and marketing strategies.